Hey, this is Paul, and today I'm going to do an informal tasting on some of these very similar varieties. So I have Cetaceous, Sugar Dragon, Neon from Leo Manuel, and Neon was his favorite, and then Richard Lee's Pink Panther. So as you can see, Sugar Dragon tends to be a little longer, elongated, but generally these fruit look really, really similar. And I've seen Sugar Dragon plump up like these others as well. So let's get started here. Let's go ahead and taste a few. This is Sugar Dragon, which Linda Nickerson renamed from 8S, as the story goes, from Elk Creek Dragon Fruit. Now I believe that this one is very similar to Voodoo Child, but I actually have no right Voodoo Child at the moment, so I can't compare them this year. Maybe later this season. But Sugar Dragon, always sweet. Little bricks in the 20s. I'm not going to worry about bricks today. And it tastes slightly, some say floral. I kind of taste a little bit of soap. Now don't let that scare you because it's the only negative thing I can think of. It's a very, very mild finish. And it's not always there. It's pretty prevalent on most Sugar Dragon. Now, I'm curious to see how Neon does because last year it tasted better. And again, look at that. You cannot really tell a difference. Sugar Dragon will generally bloom sooner than Neon, but last year Neon tasted exquisite, and it did not have that kind of floral or soapiness that I describe. And this year, it's ever so faint, but it's sweeter. I prefer Neon, definitely. I think Neon tastes a little better. But I'd say they are 99% the same. Such similar fruit. Very hard to taste a difference. I would say this Neon just tastes a little sweeter, a little smoother, and has a little less of that floral, or I describe it as a soapy aftertaste. But it's not in a bad way. Please don't think that's a negative. Now this is Cetaceous, and it's reported to be really sweet. And you can see, look at how different the flesh color is. So I've had a few, but this is the first official one. Let's see how it tastes. Now these do generally bloom a little later than Sugar Dragon. Wow, very different flavor profile. Not as sweet, but zero of that aftertaste I describe. I'd have to say I still prefer Sugar Dragon. And let's try a Pink Panther. Now you can't pick them a little green, I would like to say. They'll still be really sweet in this stage as long as they kind of wiggle up and down, side to side like a loose tooth. They're pretty much ready. But I generally like to have them right when they've lost most of their color. But I like sweet fruit. And here's Pink Panther, which to me is almost identical to Cetaceous, but you can see it's a little longer, at least this fruit is. And the story goes is that it was, I believe, Sugar Dragon crossed with Undatus to make this. I can't quite remember at this moment. But this Pink Panther is Edgar Valdivia named it, I do know that. Let's see how Pink Panther tastes. Definitely different. It's very delicious as well. Let's taste that again. It is really good. Not quite as sweet as Sugar Dragon. Try the Sugar Dragon again. I'd have to say Sugar Dragon is the winner in this batch. Or Neon. They're so similar, I cannot taste much of a difference. Yeah, informally, I'd have to rank these two about the same. They both taste really sweet and then have a nice little tart finish with a little bit of floral aftertaste. These ones taste really similar too, but I'd have to say slight advantage over Pink Panther. I don't know, let me try one more of the Cetaceous because it's new to me. And they're all nice little bite-sized fruit. That's what I like about them. You could eat several and be really happy. A little mushier texture. Cetaceous is a little bit mushier. I mean, all four of these in this little informal test are delicious, but I'd have to say that these two are my favorite. And if I could only take one, well, if I cared about pollen, I'd probably grow Sugar Dragon because it tends to bloom sooner. For the past 3 years I've grown it, versus Neon, which will come in a little later, and the fruit will taste a little sweeter and slightly get a little fatter. But it's a toss-up. All of these are delicious self-fertile fruit. I think you'd be happy growing any of them, but that's how I'd rank them. 4th place Cetaceous, 3rd place Pink Panther, 1st and 2nd place Sugar Dragon, slightly 2nd. I mean, I'm jumping around, but I think Neon is my favorite. Or either of those. These two are great. They're all great. So there you go. A little bit of Cetaceous fun here tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Give us a like and a subscribe. Thanks for watching. Take care.